Good morning, afternoon, evening, friends and family, loved ones. This is your friend Kelly, and we're gonna do scale swappy, and I'm upset with myself. Here, let me change this to 3 and bring it in a little bit for you. I was hoping I would have some skiffs, but I used all my small skiffs already, and these are the steel ones that came with it, and I got big pivot skiffs is all I have left. So I'm not going to be able to skiffify it. And yes, when I do have extra springs just in case it goes boing on me. But anyway, I'm debating on which way I want to do that. Oops. Hello. There's another country heard from. Must probably Amazon delivery. Let's see here. Atlas, honey. I heard. You don't have to keep barking. He ain't gonna shut up. I can tell. The T6s, I mean, I don't normally take these apart and show people what I do. Will you get more over that way? And let's see, there's no more of that. And let's see here. This would be if you switch the clip, which does it actually work, or do you have to, I think you have to actually buy a left-handed clip. Yeah, you have to buy a left-handed clip for it to lay right. Oh, and it went in the right spot. Imagine that. And like I said, these are all T6s is what the body screws are, and I think T8 for the pivot. And pivot. And I don't think I've taken this apart yet because I don't normally take them apart unless I've had them for a little while. And or, let's see here. I have a punch tool that I use to usually pop the pivot on through when we do that. And let's see here. And I hate those washers. I would much prefer having the other washers in there. So I do need to place an order. And let's see here. Come on. There we go. I try to keep my finger over the spring so it does not go boing. But, you know, occasionally it still happens. And there's that. And usually I know a lot of people do different things. I have one of those little small claws that I usually use. And I have... What percentage alcohol is this? Do I have it handy? Probably not. Actually, yes, I do. 91% is what I use for my cleaning of stuff. And occasionally, if I cut myself, it uses it to clean myself, my wounds and whatever with too. Does it sting a little bit more? Maybe. That's how you know it works, darn it. And yeah, that's what I want. Most of the time with the screws and stuff, I just leave what little bit of blue Loctite is on it unless it's really bad. I don't usually swap those around too much. And you know, I've seen. Oh, I didn't bring an extra one out here. I've only got my one that I got my spider coat on. That was a really awesome idea, Robert Jones. So that way you don't put the blade down somewhere where you end up accidentally hurting yourself with it. Wait a minute. You know what was this? No, I don't think this. No, these were not liner deletes. I always have to double check myself because on the spider codes, a lot of times they will do a liner delete on stuff. So it always throws me off. There's that. There's that. Here's this. Here's that. Make sure that's down in there. And let's see here. Clean the bearings, even though they're caca steel bearings. And I know they were showing where the captured balls were inside. And that's the way I'm going to put them back. But my honey carbon graphene pivot lubrication is what I use, or what I have been using on bearings. And let's see here. And I usually try to put a little bit of lubrication around the pivot itself, just to help with the movement. And let's wipe off my fingers. And I'm pretty sure the D captive pivot. Wait a minute. Was it front and then that came in the back? That's what I think it did. So the D is facing forward. Oh, it's awesome. Okay. Let's see if I can get it to go through. Come on, pop through. Surely it wasn't that tight of a fit on that. Know how to pop it through pretty good. I bet you it's just angled slightly weird. There we go. Oh, there, Kelly. I get it through and I move my finger away too quickly and it drops. There we go. And wait a minute. And there goes the spring. See, I told you guys. I heard it. There it is. It feels like I undid the lubrication. There's that. And this. And this. And like I said, I don't normally tighten these down too tight. Oops. Until I'm ready to be calling it a day when I finish getting it all together. There's that. And let's see what we got going here. And these were AWT scales that we picked up. I think it was one of their custom deals that they do small amounts of, or to order or whatever. And let's see. I think we're good. All I need to do is finish snugging everything up. I just snugged. I did not tighten it. Because I want to see the action and see if there's wiggle and whatnot on everything. Let's see here. Feels nice and snug. I need to clean that. I got oil on it from my fingers. You can see. There's that. That's dried. As you can see, I got oil on the scales also. From my fingertips. And let's coat the blade and treat the blade like a good wifey does, because this is actually for my husband. I tell him whenever I take him apart and do stuff to him that I will treat the blade itself, so he doesn't have to worry about it. Now the scales, on the other hand, it's hit and miss if I do waxing on them. But so he always does that, just to be on the safe side. And here, there we go. We've got a Demko small pivot D2, I think it was. Yep, that's D2 with new scales. And honestly, if you don't do scales on these, you probably should, because that makes a huge difference in how they feel. But these are awesome budget knife if you like the Demko Shark Locks. They're not hard to put together or take apart. No harder than any other knife. It's just if you, like me, have stupidity issues occasionally and doing stuff together. But I do think it looks a lot better, and I know it feels a lot better. Because originally, the first time I got one of these, however many years ago it was, these scales almost had me getting rid of it. I did not like the way they felt. I thought they felt cheap. And I love the size of the knife. I like the blade lock. You know, the blade shape, the shark's foot to me is, I think, an awesome blade shape. But the scales about did me in. And I ended up getting, they actually had titanium scales. It's just a flat titanium scale. Smooth, no texturing, no nothing, that I picked up and said, the heck with it, let me try it. And that's one of that spring. Boing, boing. Yeah, it took me probably a good half hour to find where that spring went boing to originally. So I've tried to be good about covering it, but you saw what happened. Sometimes it's still, if I'm doing something different that I probably should be doing differently, that may be an issue. But these are awesome little knives. Usually check around holidays and stuff to see if Demko's having sales, because a lot of times they'll do a buy one get one free. Usually you get a shark foot and their drop point, I forget what I don't know if it was a drop point or they call it something else, but usually you get one, you get the other. And they do it with different ones. They do it not just with the small pivots. A lot of times they'll do the large pivots with the more premium steels instead of the basic steels. But these are awesome, awesome knives. Just to let you know, they work really, really well. And you can use them and abuse them because they're not overly expensive, especially with the small pivot and the steels that they come in. You can get them cheap. But like I said, I'm kind of upset because I didn't have any more small pivot skiffs. I only got the large pivot. I got 2 of those. I need to order some more of the small pivots. But you can see I've got extra hardware from different ones that I picked up, hardware and different things, and extra springs just in case they go boing and I can't find them. They're inexpensive. I mean, you can pick them up from Demko themselves. I think Flytanium carries them. So it's one of those things. They're not super expensive, but 100% improvement on that. It's great. And you know, guys, if you're not aware, I'm selling, and I do different color combinations. If you prefer like a white background tray with splashes of color for the monkey or whatever, so you can see the screws or whatnot, I can do that in the big ones also. These are just 2 of mine when I was playing with different things, and actually this was a good one, but I decided to keep it because I liked it. But, you know, I'm selling these for 20 plus shipping, and these are 15 plus shipping. So $6.50 shipping each. And if you buy multiples, I knock some money off, and 1 shipping price for multiple items. And that includes if you want to throw paracord items or something else into it. Just to let you know if you're not aware. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful day. Many hugs, many kisses, much love. Your friend Kelly. Bye-bye.